Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm driving up across my spring barley here. I don't know if you can see little fluffy vermin. So what we're doing today is we're spreading pig slurry on the spring barley up along this hedge and another hedge in a hope to try and dissuade the bunnies. I don't know. This ground is great winter barley ground, but can't grow winter barley on it because the rabbits will only thrive on it over the winter and then thrive on it over the spring. So now so it's just the spring barley, and now they're taking a fairly good run at the spring barley. I don't know what they lived on over the winter, but anyway. So I'll put the camera on my head and we'll talk in a minute. 4-wheel drive. So this field actually isn't the worst of it. So only putting out a light spread of it just to try and deter the little FUCK yours. Damn it, the one window I didn't clean. But we're just spreading about 12 meters out from the hedge and just over their little burrows. It's not going to harm them in any way. It's just the old wise tale is that they don't like the smell of it, and they don't like the smell of getting on their paws, and they won't cross it, which is the intention. So is the hope. You can see they've done a fairly good job on some of it and a lot of it out as far as kind of here. Now the problem is they could always just move in past it. They could run across the slurry, but we're hoping that they won't. So I have 5 loads to come on 30 acres, but we're not going to put that much on it. Sorry, we're not going to do that much of it. You can see here where they have a grazed bed, all there is a bit of algae or annual meadowgrass growing. It's kind of across a boat. So like they have a grazed bear. So now all we can do is try and stop them from eating the rest of it. We tried to put the nitrogen on early to try and get it to grow out past them. Because once it gets to a certain point, they don't really eat it. It's either too strong for them or it tastes different or something. I don't rightly know what it is. But because of the cold weather, that hasn't happened. So they're still grazing away merrily. It's not as bad over here. When we first took on this spot, this ditch was the worst of it. They absolutely went gung-ho against it. They had grazed this entire top half of the field. We tried a product called Graze On. It has since been reduced to only for gardens, can't be used in mainstream agriculture. So excuse me. Interesting, this one looks narrower. So anyway, the hope is just that the rabbits won't want to cross the slurry, and that we'll be able to protect our crop. If you could actually get ground this dry to travel, and the spreader actually spread it 12 meters, you'd be fierce tempted to actually put on slurry on a growing crop like this every year. And there's a bit of a tree down here, and there's nothing growing in it anyway, so no need to worry just yet. So tank's running a little low, so it may end up having to bring another load into this field. So there is the two advantages of this. There's the trying to combat the rabbits, and then there's the organic matter that's in it. Yeah, so I will have to bring another load up here. It doesn't look likely I'll have enough to get back over to the gap. But I'm going to turn it off and we'll talk on the road. Sorry about that. We're passing a walking track, and just there's people walking on it, and I didn't know if they'd want to be on camera, and just easier to turn it off than go in and ask them. So yeah, so we have one load done, 2,700 gallons, and we just almost have a lap done of the 14-acre field. So I'll just have to bring one load, or a little bit up. You can see little woolly, fluffy. You can see they have it all grazed bare down along here. But anyway, our plan is this ditch will get spread. We'll do 2 widths of the tanker here. That field that we just went through will get one, sorry, there's a field to the right. Because of the walking pitch, they're not really there. But there's another field to the right. We'll get it just a lap around. And then this little field here, there's about 2 or just under 2 acres in it. They're coming in at it from all sides. So we're hoping to put out, we're hoping we're doing about 1,000 gallons to the acre everywhere else, and about 2,000 gallons to the acre in here. So we will see. You probably can't see them. There's about a dozen of them over that far headland. I'm nothing against rabbits. They're a part of the ecosystem. But like when they're doing this to my corn, like, just
I can see the
So I'm leaving with the last tank. It takes around a half an hour to get up there. So I've done kind of what I said I was going to do. I just have to do half that first field I mentioned and a little bit of just another stretch or length. So it's not too bad. Hopefully it'll work. Look, I'm not one of the people that does look for the shout outs or the interactions to say please subscribe and like, because I think everybody should be able to do it if they want, not just because they were told to do it. But if you have any ideas on how to control rabbits or limit rabbits the animal friendly or the humanitarian friendly way, please do drop it in the comments down below. And if you have any questions on anything, don't be afraid to ask the question. There's a motto we use at home, and that you can't make decisions without facts. So you can, if there's something bothering you, or you want to know something, then ask the question. You'll know the answer, and then if it might benefit you and it might not, but at least you know the answer. So I'm on the main road here now, hands free, safety, just talking to myself. Oh, I'm talking to you, but I know we're not too bad. Yeah, so I've taken 10,800 gallons. On that small field, I put out 2,000 gallons to the acre, and I probably put out about 1,000 gallons to the acre around all the boundaries and that, and along the hedges to try and do something. So that's the suscus, as my father would say. We'll check back in the field.